Hello, and welcome to this episode of my podcast on financial rehabilitation. I'm Chantal Gingras. I've been a trustee and advising debtors and companies in financial difficulties for more than 20 years. This episode is titled Bankruptcy. It's not as bad as you think. Bankruptcy is a debt solution which is misunderstood and tainted by a bad reputation. However, bankruptcy allows for a discharge of your debt load and to regain control of your budget. I hear all sorts of anecdotal horror stories when I meet with people. Some people get third-party advice from friends or acquaintances. The danger with that is that many people have preconceived, non-accurate notions of what debts can be included or excluded from a bankruptcy and which assets could be seized. As trustee, we are the best person to guide you and to give you the correct information needed in order to help you make the best decision to address your financial situation. I will also add that licensed insolvency trustees are the only government-regulated licensed professionals to be able to advise people in financial difficulties. The first preconceived notion is the fear that everybody will find out that you've filed for bankruptcy, when in fact this information is not made readily available for common people. There's also no newspaper publication for individuals having filed for bankruptcy. The second preconceived notion is that government debt, such as income tax, cannot be put into a bankruptcy. This is also false, and I will address the intricacies of the treatment of government debt in a future podcast. The last preconceived notion is that all of your assets will be seized by the trustee. Again, this is false. Through the years, we've seen many legislative changes rendering some assets unseizable, such as RSPs, equity in a primary residence of up to $10,000 in Ontario, and there are also provincial exemptions for motor vehicles. People often ask themselves, how much does it cost to file for bankruptcy? The amount that you have to pay is based on your net income and family obligations. The industry average for the cost of a first-time bankrupt is approximately $2,000, payable over time in monthly payments. Another good question is, how long does a bankruptcy last? Well, that depends on your income and if this is your first, second, or third bankruptcy. Generally, a bankruptcy will last either 9 months or 21 months, depending on your situation. A second bankruptcy will last 24 months for low-income earners and 36 months for those whose income is higher than the national average. A trustee will be able to advise you on the potential length of your bankruptcy during the initial consultation. The stigma associated with bankruptcy brings on the worry of, how will I feel after I've filed for bankruptcy? We know that consulting a trustee is not an easy step to take, but often debtors report that after filing for bankruptcy, they feel the weight lifted off their shoulders because the collection calls have stopped and there are no more threats to garnishment of wages or bank accounts. After having filed for bankruptcy, most debtors are able to keep most of their assets while allowing for a financial fresh start of eliminating their debts. Bankruptcy might not be as bad as you think. I encourage anybody facing financial difficulties to seek the advice of a licensed insolvency trustee and obtain the information which will allow them to make an informed decision. Ginsberg Gingras offers a free, no-obligation consultation which will take place either virtually or in person. That is entirely your choice. If you find yourself in financial difficulties, or if you find that your debt load is not reducing regardless of your payment efforts, I encourage you to contact me or a member of my team in order to discuss your options before you're in a position where bankruptcy might be the only option available to you. Here's how you can reach a member of the Ginsberg Gingras team, either by phone at 1-800-567-1905 or on our website at ginsberg-gingras.com, where you can also book your own appointment using our online booking tool. You may also reach me directly at 613-505-0225 or by email at chantalgingras@ginsberg-gingras.com.